morning, friends. This is Sr Marla, clerks from St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Parish. I pray each of you had a very blessed Christmas day. Great news for us is that the Christmas season continues for almost 2 more weeks, ending on the Feast of the Epiphany, or the Feast of the Baptism of the Lord. And yet we know we're called to celebrate the fullness that is Christmas throughout the year. Growing up, one of the models of cars that my dad had was a Dodge Lancer. And what was cool about it is it actually had push button for drive, reverse, park, such. And it also, the mileage odometer only went to 99,999 miles. So as soon as you went over that, it would go to all zeros. Well, my dad came home very excited one night because it was close to going to all zeros. So the 3 of us who were still at home and my mom piled into the car, and we drove down the street about 4 blocks until it turned to all zeros, with my mom looking over, watching the odometer. Then Dad backed up until it got to all 9s again, and we took turns with Jolene hanging over, driving down the street until it got to zeros again, backing up till it went to all 9s. Then I went and my brother Rick went. That was a huge deal to us, to be able to watch that odometer go back to the freshness of all zeros. And an amazing thing that in backing up, you actually could reverse the odometer reading as well. As we celebrate this new year, the coming of 2023, in many ways it is like that. It's returning to the freshness of a new year, where we can look back on the joys that we had and carry those into the new year. We can look back on maybe some disappointments, learn from them, and then leave them in the past. Maybe some mistakes that we made, we also can learn from and then let them go. For this is a brand new year, just waiting for us to find those ways where that presence of God is revealed to us, where God is desiring to teach us new things, not only about ourselves, but about God's presence in the gifts of others and in the gifts of creation. In our gospel story, as they continue the Christmas story, we hear that the shepherds ran in haste to encounter that Christ child. I love that word, haste. They didn't take their time. They didn't stop along the way. We are told that they hustled. They couldn't wait to see for themselves. And again, friends, hopefully that's us as well, that as we awaken to each day, knowing that it might have some disappointments or struggles along with it, but that we awaken it with that sense of a spiritual haste, where we can't wait to see how Christ is revealed to us this day. We can't wait for those opportunities to allow God to use us to be that presence to others as well. It's a fresh slate for each one of us, friends. Let us make sure that we make use of each day, that we allow God to use us in the fullness of our hands, hearts, minds, our gifts, so that we might indeed make this the year where the full presence of Christ is known by all.